With the recent release of 2K21 on the next gen, a lot of the community has left the game to go back to older games like NBA 2K20 on the current gen, as well as NBA 2K21 on the current gen, due to the fact that 2K21 next gen has been said to be trash. And as a result, we the 2K community don't know which game to stay with till 2K22 comes out. Because I feel like I can speak for all of us when I say we don't feel like grinding on 21 next gen for top rep, just to go back to current gen 21 to grind for top rep on that game, just to go back some more and grind for top rep on 2K20. You know, who's really doing all that? So anyway, in this video, the point in this video is to talk about which 2K out of NBA 2K20, 21 current gen, and 21 next gen is truly the best 2K and also is the best 2K to play until 2K22 comes out. And number two, my second point in making this video is to tell which 2K you should focus on for your mental health, because let's be real here, if you try to play all three games at once, like I said, your mental health going down the drain. Nah, let me stop. So yeah, I'm gonna stop wasting time in this intro, y'all. So yeah, without further ado, let's jump right into it. For the sake of this video, I'm not gonna go in order because usually my videos like to go in order if they're more organized, but we're gonna start from worst to best in my opinion. So starting at number one, NBA 2K21 next gen. Now, I'm not just saying this is the worst because this is the newest one. I mean, I kind of am in a sense because this is the newest game. So because of that alone, that adds to the reason why this is considered the worst game for me. I have to keep into account that there was the whole case with the whole virus that was going on, so that's why production on this game wasn't the same as what it could have been. But still, the same virus was going on when 2K21 current gen was out, and I honestly believe that at this point 2K21 current gen is better than next gen. So at that point, it's like, what's the excuse? You see what I'm saying? And before I continue with these games, I'm gonna say right now that I'm only talking about the current problems with these games. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about the problems from when the games first came out, like for example how 2K21 Nation had the whole part chop problem. That's no longer a problem, so that's not going into account. I'm only talking about the current pros and cons. Now, starting with the cons, 2K21 next gen in the part /city/neighborhood, whatever you want to call it. Now, as of February 2021, I still believe that 2K21 next gen is the worst, and I'm gonna tell you why. Now, if you watched my previous video, then you would know that I talked about a hot fix for 2K21 next gen with Mike Wang talking about how they patched or they nerfed the wipes that were made, and basically all the things in that video was talking about what they did to make the game more skill based and have more of a skill gap from what I've read from that patch stuff. So if you want to see all that stuff, look at the video after this one. But anyway, like I said, all the things that he talked about in that patch was supposed to create more of a skill gap in this game, because that was one of the main reasons why people left this game, is because there was no skill gap. Everybody in the game could do everything. Everybody's builds were unique. Everybody were unicorns, too easy to shoot, too easy to get blow by dunks, contested dunks, all of that stuff. So as a result, there was no skill gap. We all know that by now. And I'm gonna tell you right now that the one thing that I did not see in that little hot fix patch was defense, because in my honest opinion, defense was the worst out of all those things that were in the game. Now, some could argue that shooting and fading threes was the biggest problem in the game for 2K21 next gen, but I would say that defense was the biggest problem in that game. And everybody knows that the best offense is a good defense, which in my opinion, you cannot have in 2K21 next gen. And in 2K21 next gen, my perimeter defense is a 90, and my opponent still could blow past me and I could not catch up to him, even though I have an 89 speed, and I'm faster than most of my matchups. So I feel that the defense in 2K21 next gen is the worst out of all three games because of the fact that there's no recovery on defense at all. And on top of that, the defense system as a whole just feels lacking. It just does not feel good at all. And defense can kind of be a backbone of the whole game. So like I said, even though they supposedly improved a lot of the offensive mechanics, because they're still lacking in defense, that's huge for me. That outweighs almost everything that they improved on the offensive side. Because like I said, the best offense is a good defense. And as for the pro in 2K21 next gen, the only pro is that the gameplay overall as a field in terms of like the physics and foot planning is better and is the best out of all three games. However, all of those nice animations don't matter because there's no skill gap in the game, in my opinion. So anyway, that's it for the first one. So now on to the second one. NBA 2K21 on the current gen is at number 2. So you already know it's at number 3 is the best for me. Now, 2K21 on the current gen had more potential than 2K20, I feel like. And, 2K21 Nation had the most potential, I feel like. However, similar to 2K21 next gen, 2K21 current gen had some game-breaking exploits that were bigger than 2K20's game-breaking exploits. That's really the main reason why the 2K21 is over 2K20, you know what I'm saying? Because let's be real, all three of these games was kind of not good in my opinion. But Mike Wang also stated that in their recent hotfix as of February 2021, they fixed the whole Zen problem and changed the shot aiming mechanic, or fixed the shot aiming mechanic to, prevent all the Zen and, aimbotting and all that stuff. However, there's still the Curry slide problem. And for me, there's still the shooting problem, because a lot of people will say that 2K21 current gen shooting is better than 2K21 next gen shooting because it's a little tougher and more realistic. However, for me personally, I feel like when I play 2K21 current gen, one game I cannot miss a shot, and the next game I can't buy a bucket. See what I'm saying? Like, it's so inconsistent with the shooting for me for some reason. I have the same jump shot animations from game to game. I don't change it. I hardly ever do. But for whatever reason on 2K21 current gen, my shooting is so inconsistent. But I do agree, the shooting on 2K21 current gen is better than next gen because of the fact that there's more of a skill gap with the shooting. And I understand that shooting can be a personal problem for me. It's not really a problem for anybody else, so I can't really count that. I just wanted to mention that to ask if anybody else has that problem. But anyway, in my opinion, 2K21 current gen defense is better than 2K21 next gen defense. But I can't really count that as a pro because the defense in 2K21 current gen is not as good as the defense in 2K20, in my opinion, of course. So I can't really count that as a pro. That's more so middle grounds for me. So the only pro, in my opinion, is that the dribbling system in 2K21 current gen is the best out of all three games. And that's literally the only pro I could think of when it comes to 2K21 current gen that exceeds the pros in all the other games. So anyway, that's it for number 2. So now to the last one at number 3, 2K20. Now, when I compare 2K20 to 21 current gen and 21 next gen, I would honestly say, off the rip, as of February 7, 2021, and let's hope this is not my same opinion come February 7, 2022. But yeah, as of February 7, 2021, I feel like 2K20 is honestly the best out of all three games right now. There it is, it's my final answer. Y'all like how I got right to the point? All right, let me explain. Now, when it comes to 2K20 in terms of the neighborhood / part, whatever you want to call it, the main reason why we all hated 2K20 when it was in its prime is because we were comparing it to 2K19. Because NBA 2K19 was a really good 2K in terms of the neighborhood, according to most people, including myself. But looking at NBA 2K20 as a whole, the only main problems we had with the game, or the only major problems that we had with 2K20 in terms of the neighborhood, was the slowed down gameplay speed from 2K19, as well as the downgraded dribbling system from 2K19. Oh, and by the way, I know another problem was the neighborhood, but if you didn't realize by now, this whole video is about gameplay only, so nothing else. That's why I didn't mention the neighborhood and all that other stuff, because we talking about gameplay only. Now, others in the community will say something else was wrong with the game if you ask them, but the main problem that most people will agree on were those two things. But in terms of the pros when comparing 2K20 to its successors, in my opinion, 2K20 had the best shooting, had the best defense, and had the best skill gap. And although I'm not saying 2K20 was a great game, because in my honest opinion, I didn't like 2K20 either. It wasn't that good of a game. But when we just talking about 2K20 versus 21 current gen and next gen, as of right now in 2021, because we talking about right now, we ain't talking about the game in terms of a whole. But as of 2021, 2K is still supporting 2K20 and updating the game. So 2K20, in my opinion right now, is the best game to play out of all three games. Now, when the game was out, it had so many bugs and glitches, but like I said, it's been patched since then. So as of right now, like I said, 2K20 is the best game. And if you go back and play 2K20 right now, you're gonna see some problems that was in the game, but they're not gonna be game breaking exploits like what you see in 2K21 current gen with the Curry slide and Zen problem, or with 2K21 next gen with how everybody can do everything. And again, don't get me wrong, I didn't like 2K20 when it was new. It did have its game-breaking exploits as well. I'm just saying that the game-breaking exploits in 20 was not as bad as the game-breaking exploits in 21 current gen and 21 next gen. I think we can all agree on that. And I would much rather go back to 20 right now in 2021 and deal with 2K20's problems rather than deal with 21 next gen problems as 2K21 current gen's problems. Alright y'all, that was my opinion on 2K20, 21, and 2K21 next gen. And for my final answer on which game I feel like is the best subjectively, I'm gonna say NBA 2K20. Now, objectively, which game do I feel is the best? I can't speak on that because that really comes down to a matter of opinion, and it also depends on your purpose for playing the game. Me personally, I'm a content creator, so because 2K20 is the most hot right now as of February 2021, I'm picking that one. And on top of that, I just like 2K20 best anyway out of all three right now. For you, it might be 2K21 current gen, because you might not be a content creator, you might just like to be playing for fun, and you might not care about certain things that I cared about with 2K20 and 2K21 next gen. So it's all up to, a matter of opinion. So anyway, you guys, that's gonna do it for the video. I appreciate y'all for watching if you made it this far. If you did, leave a like down below. Also tell me what you think in the comment section down below, what you think is your favorite game. So let me know in the comment section down below. So with that being said, you guys, It's been there with Andre, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. And until next time, I'm out. Thanks for watching, y'all. Peace.